You're listening to Legein Fio, a Dungeons & Dragons 5e actual play podcast, starring Kaitlyn G, Loganne Digma, Chrissie Annie H, and Nelly. Thank you for tuning in, and enjoy!
Before we get started, just a couple of things I want to note, both for the player's sake and the viewer's sake. So, in case you haven't noticed, in the 5 seconds of having a conversation with me, I have crazy ADHD. So I will get distracted. I will probably ramble and over-explain everything if I'm, moving too fast, or I'm making things too complicated, or if I just need to shut up, feel free to let me know. I also have Tourette syndrome, and the shortest way I can describe this is sometimes I'll have these moments where I, struggle to articulate, or I can't really get the words out. So if I kind of go silent for a little bit, I'm still here. I just might need a second to, get over it, I guess. Usually I'll be able to mention, hey, it's just my tics are acting up. And most importantly is, this is a game. Yep, this is all for fun. And I care about you as human beings first and foremost. More important than anything, I want everyone here to be comfortable and have a good time. So if there are any concerns, anything like that going on, just know that I value you and your feelings before anything else. So don't be afraid to come and talk to me about it. We begin in the country of Varuna. The Runesong Kingdom is finally opening up to the public after several years of being closed off. The Nevermore family have secured their place at the throne for even longer than Varuna's isolation. The royals were secretive even to their own kingdom, to the point nobody really knew how many members were in the immediate family up until now. Queen Nora Nevermore passed away several years ago, with her exact date and cause of death never being reported to the public. Her husband, King Lux, continued his rule up until his own death. This cause was also not reported to the public. With both monarchs gone, the throne goes to their only daughter. Up until this point, their daughter had never even been seen to the public eye, leaving citizens curious and anxious for the future. So people from all over Varuna have traveled to the Runesong Kingdom to see the new queen's first public appearance. And all of you have come to Varuna for your own reasons. Perhaps to see the queen, perhaps something else. All you know is, as you're heading into the capital for the first time, it's busy, bustling with activity, and the last thing you remember is a loud sound, and then you're plunged into darkness. What? Now don't panic, but I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh, wait, what?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so I got 10, and then my initiative's +2, so that's a 12.
Your boy Shunk got a 22.
Lorelei got a 14.
Shunk, you are the first to wake up. You look around, you find you're in this dark place. You feel cold stone beneath your back, and as you sit up, you look and you see you're in this dark cell, and next to you are 2 more cells with 2 more unconscious people. You glance around and you find the bars of the cell fit back into just a stone wall. You look up, you can't see the sky, you can't see much of anything other than what appears to be a cavern, a strangely closed off cavern. Alright, if everyone could please describe their characters.
Shunk is just a little boy, a little surly goblin man with scruffy hair, piercings, and a raggedy beard. Just wants to sit in a cave, drink moonshine, smoke his cigars, and grumble about everything happening. But unfortunately for him, he was tasked with taking care of Philly, which he may or may not enjoy.
So you see standing before you a 5'6" satyr girl with shorter orange, somewhat curly wavy hair, freckles on her face, beautiful green eyes, and she's currently wearing it's kind of like a dress, but it's more of like an overcoat that falls down to either side of her with pants underneath, No shoes on because she's a satyr and she's rocking it. And you kind of see her standing in the cell aside you both.
Philomena Brio is a harpy bard, so she is very tall and thin, kind of almost gangly. She's got paper white skin, she's got bright gold eyes, and in front of those she wears big round gold glasses. She has very short, almost kind of bob-like, really curly hair that it's bright blonde. She's got almost kind of like these ear tufts, feathery tufts on top of her head, and those match her big brown, almost kind of hawk-like wings. She's got little fangs that come out from her top canines. They're just very small. She's got kind of long fingernails, almost kind of talon-like, and her feet are kind of half humanoid, half bird, so she's got talons on those as well. And she's dressed in very much like tropical, flowy blues and turquoises.
And you all see the same thing. You're all in these cells next to each other in this strange, closed-off cavern.
Lorelei will take a look around the cavern for a second and then look to the two strangers next to her, back and forth a few times. Well, this ain't the vacation I was promised. Who are you?
Philomena kind of like gets up. Can I kind of figure out like how we were knocked out? Was it like, were we poisoned? Were we like hit? Like what caused
none of you
us?
can remember.
Oh, great, cool.
Okay.
So Philomena's gonna kind of, wake up, sit up. I'm immediately looking for Shunk. I'm like looking around kind of wildly for
Shunk
him.
is in the cell farthest from you, so Lorelei is in the middle one in between you two.
Shunk? Shunk, where are you? Shunk?
Shunk just pinches like the bridge of his nose and just exhales and is like, Philly, this is the last time you get to choose the bar.
Wait, I know each other. Oh my gosh.
I'll kind of like look over. Do I see him through the bars, like through Lorelei's cell?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to see him through the cell.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank Kira. Do you know where we are?
He just looks around and notices all the bars in the cavern. And just deadpan looks at Philly and just goes, I guess we're in a cell somewhere.
Thanks, genius. That helps a lot.
He just shrugs and is like, what do you want from me? I'm in the same place as you.
I'll promptly turn away from him. And that's when I'll like notice Lorelei. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here too.
Who are you?
That was the question I asked you first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Philomena. Do you know why we're here?
I was also thrown into this cell, and frankly, I don't know why I'm here either. But you two seem to rather know each other quite well, looking back to Skunk as well.
Oh yeah. So this is Shunk. Say hello, Shunk.
He kind of just like pats the ground next to him and lays down and just like haphazardly waves his hand.
Shunk has already given up.
Shunk is my kind of friend. I like to call him my Shunkle, but he doesn't like that very much.
I see. Well, what do we remember happening last? I remember a big abyss of darkness, and now we're here.
We were making our way somewhere to... Shunk, do you remember?
You just hear snoring coming from his cell.
All right, well, he's asleep. So, the last thing I remember was I was sent here to see the new Queen of Varuna, and that's about it.
Yes, we were going to go see the Queen, that's right. I wasn't coming here to visit the Queen personally like you seem to. I was kind of on my own mission of sorts, but yes, we were here to see the Queen. Now, I don't think that's a crime, is it?
I mean, considering they wanted all of us here, I doubt it. Though I would not put it past my mother to make this all some sort of trial, considering it's my first day out myself. but probably not. She's not smart enough for that. As she just looks around a little bit more. As she looks around the cavern, are there any other cells besides ours?
Go ahead, make an investigation check.
All right, that's a 2 minus 2, so that's a whopping 0.
No.
So you try to look around, but you stand up too fast, and you just end up falling on your face and eating dirt.
Hey, are
Sorry,
you okay?
My legs are just weak, that's all. They threw me in here quite rough. Do you see anything?
I guess I could try making a check as well.
Go for it.
Investigation, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that is a nat 20!
There we go.
Hey! So as you're looking around, you can see to the right of Shunk, or the right of his cell, it looks like a dead end, like the cavern just comes to a natural end. And to the left, the end is, it looks like a very smooth end of the wall, like this part has been completely smoothed down. Across from the cells, you can see a few old, broken down crates and chests. And as you turn, you look at the walls of your cells, and in everyone's cells, there are a few prominent rocks that are jutting out and are tinted different colors. In your cell, Philly, you have 3 rocks on the wall. Just 1, 2, 3 in a row.
Okay. And you said there's different colors? Are they just rock colored, or are they different colors?
They're different colors. The best way I could describe it is, like the rocks on a rock climbing wall?
Yeah.
Yep, pretty much they look like that.
Okay, perfect. So you said there's 3 of them, like, just kind of all in a horizontal row?
Correct.
Okay, cool. So I'll relay that. I mean, I don't see anything of significance except for, do you feel the wall of your guys' cells? Is there any stones, sticking out?
He ain't feeling anything. Chester sleep on the ground. But I will. Okay. If I go up to the wall, do I feel anything on the wall? Is anything different in my cell, or?
Yeah, you have 2, on the wall.
I have 2.
He just begrudgingly gets up, sighs again, and just looks at the wall behind him.
Alright, Shunk, you have 5 on your wall. And it's in
Please tell me they're within goblin reaching distance.
They mostly, yeah.
He has to jump and hit them.
You would
they're
have
not
to jump
on
to
the
hit,
ceiling.
You would have to jump to hit the 2 top ones probably. They're arranged in how on dotted dice the 5 is.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yep, like that.
So there's 2 on the bottom, 1 in the middle, and then 2 again on the top.
Correct.
He spots the 2 that are up higher, and he kind of just starts muttering to himself.
So if I'm afraid to touch anything just in case, but if I kind of maybe run my hand across it, just kind of test bearing some weight on it, does it feel like I could be able to push these or pull these out?
Seems like you might be able to push them.
Okay, cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm thinking, since you didn't specify any specific colors, the colors don't matter, just the numbers.
Correct.
This is just gonna be us doing kindergarten puzzles. All right.
Me
It
hiding
goes in
my
the
book
square
of
hole.
puzzles for kindergartners? No!
Well, okay. Based on my elementary knowledge because I have 3, you said. You said Lorelei has 2 and Shunk has 5. So
Correct.
This feels math-based.
2 and 3 is 5.
Yeah, see, you're getting what I'm putting down. But I don't know how we'd apply that. Would we just press down all of our stones and then it's it equals 5?
I mean, I have 2 stones, so I could press down 2, but you have 3. How would you press down 3?
At the same time? Yeah, I was I can use my foot. I can spread one of my wings and use it to push one of the stones.
It's an option. We can try it.
Yeah, so do you want to, like, press...
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So do we want to do all the stones together, or, like, Lorelei and Jai just press down on the 2 and the 3 at the same time?
Probably at the same time, because they're not in any different colors, so there's no order we can really press them in.
All right, so I suppose we can try that. So pressing down on the 2 and the 3.
We'll get to him later, okay?
Yeah.
Figure it out.
For the podcast, what I typed in the chat, how would Shunk press all of his? Would he, like, body slam the wall?
That's exactly what I was gonna do.
Just run and jumps like spread out starfish style. Just hit it.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Okay, then yeah, Lorelei will go ahead and press the 2 in her cell then.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and press the 3. Like, maybe kind of use my arm to, like, press all of them.
Okay. Okay.
And he's like, you instantly die.
And
now
that's the end.
Yeah.
You try to push all the rocks in, and while they go in, there's this strange kind of sound, like something got stuck almost.
Oh no.
So Lorelei, you step back and nothing has changed. Philly, you step back and the leftmost rock has crumbled. It's broken now.
Oh.
I think you pressed the rock too hard.
I didn't know I was that strong. She's like looking at her arms like did, getting knocked unconscious give me like super strength powers kind of stare.
Honestly, quite impressive. But now we have one less rock to work with.
What would happen if Shunk pressed all of his rocks?
Let's see. I don't even know what to make you roll to try and reach that.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is Shunk able to just walk over to the cell door and see if it opens?
Yeah, you can walk over to the cell door and you try and it will not open.
Imagine!
Oh my gosh, imagine.
He just shrugs and then turns around to the stones on the wall and kind of just runs full tilt.
Is he actually gonna... Alright.
Yep, he's just gonna jump and body slam the wall.
Let's make that athletics check.
Hell yeah.
It's already going great.
That is a filthy 20.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Nice.
You both look over at Shunk, at this little goblin man, as he goes as far back as he can, and he starts running at the wall, jumps, starfishes it, slams into all of the buttons, and falls back. There is this somewhat of a clicking sound, but not much really seems to happen up until there's a light kind of almost rumbling, and underneath the rocks, a very small tunnel opens up. It seems like just big enough that Shunk could potentially crawl through.
Crawl through the tunnel, Shunk! Do it!
Shunk just kind of like looks over at Philly and like points both hands to the tunnel. It's like, why is it always me?
Philly's gonna give Shunk her patented, like, like the Puss in Boots cat eyes when he like really wants something. It's very similar to that. Like hands underneath the chin, like looking all pouty, like please.
You're gonna be the death of me. And he just drops down on all fours and just like scurries through the tunnel.
You can do it! I know you can do it!
I'm going to DM you for this one, Nelly, so...
Oh no.
Oh man.
Hang tight!
I've killed him!
And he's gone. All right, just you and me now, Phil. Let's go.
Alright, let's do it!
You guys just hear Shunk screaming from the end of the tunnel. Just like, oh god, no! Ah, that's terrible!
Oh, rip. Oh, I got him killed. Oh well.
Oh well!
Oh well.
Lorelei will look to you. Have you been held captive before?
I don't believe so. How about you?
You don't believe so, so you don't know if you've been held captive before, you don't remember, or you just don't know?
As far as I can remember, I never have, but, maybe when I was a little child and don't remember. But it's quite an interesting experience. It's a unique one I've never experienced before.
I mean, I guess the closest relativity I've got is being held captive in a monastery all my life, but this is definitely a lot smaller. How big is this cell, like, roughly?
It is, yeah, it's not very big. I'd say, a typical one-person cell, like, I guess bedroom size.
You guys just start hearing, like, a grinding steel on stone sound coming from the tunnel.
Shunk, are you okay?
And a little chest just comes flying out the tunnel.
Oh.
Shunk comes crawling out after it, and it's like, he just flips each of you a gold piece. It's like, buy yourself something nice.
Wait. You're telling me you went in that tunnel and you found treasure?
I mean, I didn't not find treasure.
Did you happen to find a key along with these gold coins?
Nope, that was it. Just someone thought it'd be clever to hide 3 gold pieces in a chest.
Can I look around and see if there's any spot that these gold coins can fit into, like a little slot or something?
There's no slot for little gold coins to put in. There's just the rocks on the wall.
Well then, she's gonna tuck the gold coin away in her pocket. That's one more for me. She's gonna look up at the rocks. Well, maybe there's some pattern or something we can put them in, because clearly press them all at once is not the answer.
Let's see. I mean, we've all pressed ours, and mine was the only one that broke. You said it crumbled away. Is there anything, like, behind it? Like, is there, like, a hole or something now that I can stick my arm into?
No.
What's it look like outside the cells? Like, is it just like a big empty cavern kind of thing?
Yeah, it's like, the far wall it's not super far, from where you are, and it's got some, broken down crates and such. But the rest of it just pretty much seems like a dark cavern, kind of rocky, bumpy surface, except for to the left, which has the smooth wall.
Does it look like someone's been in here recently? Like it's frequently used, or is it like super ancient?
Not recently, but it definitely seems like a place that has been used.
Shunk will just turn to Philly and just get like a really big eating grin on his face. Hey Philly,
Yes?
you want to do get help?
We are not doing get help.
It'll work.
Fine, we will do get help. We can try it. I don't think it's gonna work, but we can try it.
What's going on here?
Just follow my lead. Shunk just like takes a deep breath and then just starts screaming at the top of his lungs. It's like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh my god, there's blood everywhere! Help!
I mean, does it do anything?
As you're shouting, like, the echoes of your voice, basically come, like, crashing back. It's really loud, it's kind of uncomfortable, and you do see some dust and a few small rocks kind of fall from the walls and the ceiling, but other than that, nothing really, I mean, no one comes in, nothing changes.
Shunk, respectfully, you're going to bury us alive. See, I told you get help wasn't gonna work.
I'm gonna walk up to the 2 stones that are in my cell. Can I detect any kind of magic that's coming out from them, or is it just mechanical?
It seems more mechanical. You can't sense any magic to it.
Okay.
Can they turn?
It's a boppet.
Pop it, twist it, pull it. And you saw nothing else in the tunnel?
I'm not going back in there.
Well, what did you see?
I saw a tunnel
Right.
and I saw a chest.
Just a straight tunnel and a chest at the end.
Yup.
There was no...
Actually, wait, now that you mention it, there was another part of the tunnel that led out into like a big open area full of gold and keys.
Shunk, why didn't you say anything
By the
before?
gods, you now bring that up?
He kind of just sighs and face palms. He's like, there was nothing in the tunnel.
Oh, Shunk, you kidder. This is not a time for games. Did you say we could turn the rocks or no?
You haven't tried.
Oh, can I? Can I try twisting them?
Okay, first of all, which way are you trying to twist?
Clockwise, so right.
Okay, and, which one?
So I had 3. Which one was the one that, like, disintegrated?
The leftmost one. So you've got,
okay.
Yeah.
I will do the one that's on, like, the left, what would have been the middle when the 3 were there.
All right. You try and twist it, and it won't twist, but in doing so, you end up pressing it in, and there's a and a rumbling, and Lorelei's cell slowly opens up.
Oh my gods. What did you just do?
I don't know, but you're free now.
All right, and she's gonna start making her way out of the cell.
Lorelei, hey, if it isn't too much trouble, like, you don't have to at all if you don't want to, but, would you mind helping us get out as well, pretty please?
And she'll look back at the cell as she was about to step out, and she looks back to these 2 people she's just met. As she's stepping out of the cell, there's nothing around for her to, like, grab, or there's nothing in arm's reach to help.
Not really.
And she turns around and walks back into the cell.
Okay. You walk back in. The door stays open.
Ooh, I'm glad you said that. I didn't even think about that. You know what? Lorelei's gonna pull out, like, a stick she probably has on her, a sturdy stick, and she's gonna place it next to the cell door as like a doorstep, and just to kind of see if it can at least hold it open in case it does try to close on her.
Wait, Lorelei, you have 2 stones, yes?
Yeah, I got 2, as she points to the 2 stones on the wall.
Try pressing the one that is on the right.
She'll walk up to the stone and press the right stone.
You press it, and there's a deeper rumbling, and there's some debris that kind of falls from the ceiling. And you turn, and the smooth wall is slowly rising and opening up.
I'm going to be honest, not what I was expecting to happen, but I'm glad we
either.
progressed.
But that's the wall that's next to Philomena's cell, right?
Correct.
And are there bars between Philomena and the wall, or can she just walk right into it?
Yeah, no, there's, Philly is, like, still in the cell. It's like the flat wall is, right around the corner to her cell, so it's not connected.
Okay. Well, that might be our way out, then.
Well, because the reason I was thinking that was because I had 3, and then when I pressed the middle one, aka the cell between Shunk and my cell, which would have been the middle one, which was Lorelei's, then the door opened. So I was thinking, like, if Lorelei pressed the right one, which would have been my cell, like, it would open.
Should I press the left stone to see if it opens Shunk's cell?
Do it.
Okay. I'm gonna press the left stone and see what happens.
You press the left one, there's the lighter kind of rumbling sound, and Shunk's cell slowly opens.
Yes! Okay.
Shunk, your name is?
Yep.
What if you press the right stone in your cell? Maybe that'll let Philomena out.
I'm gonna need a little bit of a hand getting this other one.
Well, I can't reach in there. There are cells, there are bars between us, but I can certainly try. How can I reach in?
Not to interrupt, but your cell door is open.
Oh wait, it's open! I forgot. You're so right. Just kidding. She's gonna turn around with my stick holding the cell door open. She's just gonna walk right out, and head into his cell, and she's gonna press the right stone.
All right, the upper right.
Shunk's gonna hit the lower right.
Okay, Lorelei is pressing the top right, and Shunk is pressing the bottom right.
Yes.
Correct.
Are you doing it at the same time?
Yes. I think. Should we?
What's the worst that can happen?
All right, when you both try to press at the same time, you get the same kind of resistance, like a and nothing happens.
How's it going over there, guys?
Working on it. How about I press mine first?
Okay.
And she'll press hers first.
Okay, press the top one. There's a light rumbling, and Philomena's cell opens up.
Yay!
Bam! Bam!
I'm gonna I'll come walking out of the cell then. I'm immediately gonna run over to Shunk's cell and then just like wrap him in a big hug, like arms wrapped around Shunk, like lifting him off the ground, like wings wrapping around the arms to wrap around Shunk.
You know when like you pick up a cat that doesn't want to be held and it starts like struggling and you see like their paws like swinging?
Oh, Shunk, I'm so glad you're okay. I'm so glad we're okay. And I'll set him down.
Shunk will just like brush himself off casually and then like kind of turn around. He makes eye contact with Lorelei as he slowly pushes, like, the bottom right button.
You push it,
Shunk?
and the little tunnel opening closes.
Oh,
Well, nice work,
interesting.
Shunk. That was sarcasm.
He kind of just looks at her and just blinks slowly.
I suppose we should go then? Either before we're caught sneaking out of jail. This is so rebellious.
What? But we just got here.
Oh, come on, let's go. So I'm just gonna start, like, walking out. Not even checking to see if anyone's following me, because she thinks everyone's following her, and just walks out to past, like, the smooth wall entrance.
Do we have our gear, by any chance?
If you're wearing armor, you have your armor, and you have your money. Okay, yeah, the only things you guys don't have are your weapons.
So with that knowledge in mind, Philomena, like, as I'm walking out, all of a sudden I kind of, like, stop, and I'll kind of reach back as if I'm, like, kind of patting around my back, like, trying to feel for something, and immediately, like, where's my violin? Shunk, where's my violin?
I'm sorry, we get kidnapped and thrown into a cell and you're looking for your violin?
It's a very important violin. You wouldn't understand. And she's, like, hands and knees at this point, like, looking under the crates and, like, around the different cell bars and stuff like that.
Go ahead, make an investigation check for me, Philly.
All right. That is the rolls are sucking today. That is an 8.
You're looking around, you can't really find anything in the cells, or anything really around you. Alright, Lorelei and Shunk, I'm gonna have you both make perception checks.
Ooh, okay. Well, it's a positive modifier, thank God. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I got a 6.
15 for Shunk.
Shunk is the only functional one here, I guess.
Shunk's a beast.
Everyone else is, like, blind. Yeah, so in a box that's, like, already broken open, you look down from the top, and you see this round, smooth stone just sitting at the bottom of it.
Yoink.
Alright, as you pick it up, it's kind of heavy, and you turn it around, and on the other side of it, there is a carving, an etching of a saber-toothed tiger.
Shunk's eyes just go really wide, and then he kind of holds the stone behind his back with both hands, and then as he kind of, like, whips it forward, he pushes the stone in front of him, and he says, "Saber-tooth tiger!"
Can I make a religion check, please?
What are you checking for?
Is this symbolic of a certain god? Or a deity, should I say?
You don't need a check for that.
Okay.
It definitely is.
Okay, great. See, I'm smart. Is there any magic coming from this rock at all, or is it just a rock with a carving in it?
There's no magic coming from it, but, you know, it's very, intricately, etched in, so it's, of some importance.
I'm gonna hold on to this, because if I remember my studies correctly, the saber-toothed tiger is a deity for the god of the ether. So maybe this is important, I don't know. And she's gonna put it in her satchel for now.
Alright. You can go ahead and add that to your inventory, or just write down a note if you
Yes.
need to remember.
I have a saber-toothed tiger rock that is not a Power Ranger. Okay.
Aw. Throw it away, we don't want it.
Actually, I don't want this anymore.
Alright, Shunk, also with your perception when you were, looking, I just didn't want to interrupt the moment. When you were looking in there, you did also see some tools in a couple of the other boxes. One being a crossbow.
He kind of just picks up the crossbow and kind of studies it for a bit. Takes a little nibble of it. He's like, "Ugh, I don't want this."
Well, hey, if you don't want it, I'll take it.
Yeah, he kind of just, like, lobs it up.
Was that all that was in the crate?
That's all Shunk saw.
Well, I'm gonna take a look then if there's something else. Yeah, is there anything else?
Alright, I'm not gonna have you guys roll for this because, I don't think we can take any more investigation checks right now. Okay, Lorelei's looking first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and type for you real quick.
Okay. Well, I guess in the meantime, Lorelei will look to the two of you. I guess I never properly introduced myself yet. My name is Lorelei, but you can call me Lori for short, as she reached out a hand to whoever wants to shake it.
Oh, Philomena's grabbing, like, you know when you grab someone's hand and then you grab the other side with your other hand? Like,
Yeah.
locking their hand. Yeah, she does that and, like, shakes really, really big. Like, full on beaming, smiling.
It's nice to meet you, Lori. You can call me Philly if you'd like, since we're sharing nicknames.
All right, Philly. And Shunk over there, I think your name was.
Mm-hmm.
You just see him like hunched over in a corner, and as you say his name, he kind of just like whips his head around, and he's just like drooling for some reason.
Shunk, come on, be friendly. We've talked about this. See, now I think that we are going to become really good friends because you know a jailbreak is really the best bonding experience you can possibly have with a new stranger.
He just looks at Lorelei, and he kind of just sighs a bit, and is like, his eyes are just saying, "This is what I have to deal with."
Lorelei gives you an understanding nod in solidarity. As Lorelei was looking around, you see as she pulls out a comically long chain from, some crates. A 20-foot chain, to be exact. I found this. Don't know if this will be useful at all.
Yeah, so I'll, like, kind of help you pull out the big chain. What's on the, is like anything at the bottom of the crate?
Aside from that, you see as she pulls out 2 pieces of gold, some silver, some old scarf, and then one of my weapons.
I'll kind of, like, dig in there, too, and pull out Shunk's little hand axe. It probably has teeth marks on the handle, too, you know? Kind of, like, flip it in my hand and, like, hold it out back to Shunk. Again, doing all of this with just the goofiest little smile on her face.
Here you go, Shunk.
The Shunk catches it by the blade.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Shunk, are you okay?
He just looks at Philly as he starts like, you know when a cat kind of like gives you those little like love bites?
Yeah.
He just starts like nibbling on his hand axe.
Oh my god.
Lori's gonna lean over to Philly, just very quietly aside. Is he alright? Like, is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's not as, let's say friendly as I am, because we're not physically related, so, he doesn't get many traits from me, so, but yeah, he's cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoy, getting your crossbow and your axe back. That's great. Well then, if there's nothing else, I guess we should see why we were trapped in here.
Yeah, I don't want to be down here much longer than I have to be. As she gestures towards the smooth stone that is hopefully opened up by now completely.
Yeah, it's all the way open
Okay.
and it's staying open.
Cool.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just walk out.
You like briskly walk out, trying to make it look like you're casually strolling, but you're like just really worried.
The it's fine, everything's fine kind of attitude.
She'll look back towards Shunk. Are you gonna keep nibbling on the weapon, or are you gonna come out?
He kind of like walks past her with his head held high, axe still in his mouth.
All right, let's go. As she follows behind him.
All right, as you all step out, it opens up into this huge, wide cavern. You can see the ground ahead kind of begins to slope up and continue into the wider tunnel. To your left and your right, further along, there are little openings of smaller tunnels going each way. And around the ground are more piles of rubble or boulders, seemingly having fallen from above. But when you look up, you just see darkness. You cannot see the top, you can't see the sky, you can't see anything up there.
Shunk immediately puts one of his fingers to his nose and he says, "Not it."
Lori, being in the back, joins in. I'm not going, not it.
Could I fly up there a little bit and like see if I can get a bird's eye view? Or like if I could see anything past the darkness up top?
Let's see, you've got a flying speed of, what was it, 30 feet?
I have, 30 feet of flying speed.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow you to get 30 feet in the air.
Sweet. All right. I'll look back at them. All right. I'll go, I guess. See you guys in a jiffy. And I'll kind of spread my wings and then push off.
Let's go ahead and make a perception check from up here. Since you are up in the air, I will give you advantage on this.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Okay, so that one's a 5, so probably not that. That is also a 5. I need new dice.
Go ahead and roll it. If it's the same one, I'll have you just re-roll.
God, I need new dice. That was a 7. I'm getting new dice. Hold on.
It's a big cavern.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess I'll just go back to the ground since I didn't really see much. Well, it's a really big cavern.
Is this like an enclosed cavern, or is it like are there tunnels that we can go through?
Yeah, they're the tunnels.
Okay, so we're not just stuck in here. Cool.
Yeah, like it's so the way forward, it's pretty open. It's like the entire cavern itself going forward is a tunnel, and then you've got the smaller tunnels to the left and to the right.
Would you say those smaller tunnels are goblin-sized?
They're big enough for all of you to walk through normally. They're just not as big as the gaping open forward way.
Yeah, let's head towards the big open empty way.
Yeah, I agree.
Shunk and Lorelei, as you guys are walking, I see you guys both have passive perceptions of 13. With that, in the piles of rubble, you do see what looks like a quarterstaff among the rubble.
Does Shunk recognize this quarterstaff?
Yes, you do.
Thought so. He picks it up. Is Philly still flying above?
I think Philly's on the ground now.
Okay. He picks it up, gives it a bit of a nibble, and then tosses it to Philly.
So really quick, just to double check. So this is the bow quarterstaff, yes?
Correct.
Yes, sweet. All right. I'll see it, I guess, flying towards me, and I'll catch it, and like take it like a look over it to make sure it's not broken or anything.
It seems fine.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, thank goodness. That's one half of it, I guess. Better than nothing.
As you continue on, the cavern starts to get a little bit smaller. It's not to the point where you guys need to like crouch, but it does seem like it's kind of almost like closing in on you, and it's more of a dark tunnel. Real quick, who here has dark vision?
Hello.
I don't, but I can do something. I'm gonna use my cantrip. I believe this is how this works. Can I use Sacred Flame to kind of put out my hand and create like emanate like a small flame coming out of my hand just to give us some more light as we walk through the tunnel?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, then you watch.
Is it concentration or is it timed?
Duration instantaneous. Not. Concentration. Yep.
Okay, so as long as you're concentrating on it, you will have the light. Got it.
Beautiful. Yeah, then you watch as Lori stretches out her hand and a small flame comes out of it, giving some light. I don't know the distance on that light, but light!
So as you guys are walking, the tunnel finally gets narrower to the point you guys are going to need to walk in a single file line. So what order are you guys going to be walking?
I'll probably take the back, since by logic's point, my big wings would block anybody's view in front or behind me. So I'll take the back. Plus they'll kind of act as like a barrier, I guess. If someone tries to attack from behind, they'd have to get through that first.
Shunk, you have night vision, right? Or dark vision, I mean?
Correct.
Yes, maybe you should be in front.
Shunk just grumbles some more, like, just because I'm short and can't see any. Dang it.
You have advantages. Use them.
He kind of just mockingly says, "Oh, you have advantages. Use it."
Shunk, you can do it. I know you can do it. Come on.
Shunk doesn't even have to like bend down or anything. He just like casually strolls through.
As you guys walk ahead, you all start to hear movement and kind of this like low growling. It sounds like there's something else in the caverns with you. You can't entirely tell what it is, but it definitely sounds like some sort of animal, some sort of creature.
Do you guys hear that?
Shunk, do you see anything?
He kind of just shrugs as he just keeps walking forward.
Great. I'm gonna put out my fire now, just to be safe so we're not seen by this thing.
Shunk, there's a crack in the wall that is, like eye level to you. And you can see, on the other side, you see some movement.
Am I able to tell what it is?
Let's go ahead and make a nature check.
It is a 14.
So as you look out, you see, there's 3 large kind of, almost canine-looking creatures with big tusks coming up from the bottom jaw. They've got extra tusks along their head, and their back is kind of hunched, and they're growling and snarling, snapping at each other, and they seem to be eating something that's on the ground. You can kind of hear the crunch of bones. You don't know much about them, but you are able to surmise that this is probably what's called a tusk hound. It's a type of monster that you've heard of before, but have never seen in real life, and you know they are not friendly. Are you still walking, Shunk, or are you gonna, like, stop and let the other two know?
How far away are the tusk hounds?
So they're on the other side of the wall, but the crack in the wall you can see through to the other side. They have not seemed to notice you.
Oh, the other two can't see me, can they?
Well, I mean, if they're, like, right behind you, then if they're right behind you, they can still see you.
Oh, okay, cool. So I'll just, like, put my hands up and put, like, a finger to my lips and then make, like, a growling motion, I guess. Kind of like both hands are up in, like, a claw thing. And then I'll point towards, like, the wall. He's basically playing charades, just trying to tell him that there's, like, bad guys next wall, be quiet.
Philly's looking at you, and then she does, like, the little thing where, like, a dog will kind of tip its head when it's confused.
I think he has an itch on his back that needs to be scratched.
Oh, okay, got it.
Philly's gonna try and reach forward and scratch Shunk's itch with, like, her little kind of long, talony, like, nails.
He just slaps the hand away, and he just, like, sides his, like, don't make any noise. There's bad guys there.
Hey, ow! You didn't have to hit it so hard.
All right, I need everyone to make a stealth check here.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is so silly. Okay.
Okay, dice gods, wherever you are, if you exist, please let me roll something higher than a 10.
Well, I got a 13.
All right, I got a 16.
Ooh, uh-oh. Shunk got an 11.
So while all this is happening, Shunk, as you're, like, trying to, like, get these two to realize that there's actually kind of a dire situation here, you hear the creatures kind of start growling and, like, snort in alert. And you glance over, and unfortunately, they are able to see you kind of waving your arms through the crack. And you all just hear a low... And then the creatures turn and start taking off, running down the tunnel. The further they go, the hole in the wall, like, seals back up, so they're behind the wall. You can't see them anymore. But they have noticed you, and they went charging off.
All right, we gotta get out of here now.
All right, you guys start running down the tunnel as well, and as you're running, the tunnel starts to open up a little bit more, and Shunk, you look forward, and you can see the cavern starts to open up again, and in this area, you can see some, like, crystals poking out of the wall. And now I need you to make a really quick perception check.
I would love to. 9.
Oh boy! As you're running, you're so fixated on these gemstones up ahead, you suddenly feel the ground beneath you disappear. I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Oh no!
15. 1-5.
Alright, better. Alright, Shunk, you feel the ground beneath you disappear, and you just barely manage to, like, twist around and kind of grab onto the edge of the ground and pull yourself back up, and you turn and you do see it's this open pit that just goes right down. It's about 20-25 feet across. Lorelei and Philomena, without your dark vision, you can't really see anything up until you're basically right on top of Shunk. Lorelei, you're behind Shunk, right?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
What's a positive modifier? Come on, let's go, please. What is that? That's 15 plus 3, 18!
Very nice. All right, as you're going, you see more movement than anything, but it's enough to get you to halt immediately. Philly, you probably bump into Lorelei's back as she stops immediately, but you do manage to stop before running into Shunk and sending him down the pit.
Back down the pit again. So yeah, I'll stop. I'll kind of try and, like, peek around Lorelei. Hey, what is it? Why did we stop?
There's a big hole ahead.
Yeah, this pit basically covers the entirety of the tunnel you're in right now, so the only way would be to get over it. You can't go around it.
If we wanted to, I could, like, okay, so we have to determine, like, if it's jumpable across, and if it's not, I could, like, hover halfway in between and we can essentially do like a bucket brigade style where it's like you jump to me and I can like throw you the rest of the way across.
We could do that if it's not jumpable. Yeah.
Yeah, we could. Although I am concerned about checks, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
So yeah, can I check and see if the the chasm's jumpable?
Yeah, it's only about like 20-25 feet across.
Okay, would that be jumpable for everyone?
You'd have to roll high and don't die.
Okay, so we could do it this way. I could hover out there and then just kind of like a safeguard. So like if anybody fails the check and they start to fall, I can grab them.
Get Shunk across first, because he's easier.
Okay, I mean, Shunk, do you just want to try jumping? Because honestly, you're probably going to be able to make it.
I can, yeah, if I don't catch me. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, I'll fly halfway out there and just be prepared to catch anybody who doesn't seem like they're going to make it the full distance.
Okay, who's jumping first?
I'll jump first.
Let's go ahead. We'll do that in acrobatics check, and you will have advantage because Philly is out there spotting you.
Okay, let's go. I'm glad I have advantage. That's better. Acrobatics plus 3, that's a 13.
You take a leap, and you just make it to the other side, but you feel yourself almost about to fall backwards when Philly turns and just gently gives you a push up onto the main area.
Thanks.
There you go. I'm glad you didn't fall and die.
Yeah. As she looks down, yeah, I am too.
Yeah, because that would have been like a long way
It would have been
down.
a really long fall, wouldn't it? Like endless fall. Like I don't know how far
Yeah.
down that is. Very, very long.
So yeah, glad you made it. And then I'll kind of like turn around to spot Shunk.
All right, Shunkle.
Acrobatics?
Yep, acrobatics with advantage.
That is 18.
Yeah, Shunk, you don't even need Philly's help. You just backflip across this thing. All right, you land on the other side, and you glance around, and you are in this wider cabin that kind of splits in two. Along, like, the sides of the walls, there are these giant crystals and gemstones sticking out of every surface. There's blues, greens, reds, yellows, all kinds of beautiful colors.
I would like to break off a red one and put it in my mouth.
Make a strength
I was
check.
so sure you were going to say you were going to bite it.
Strength check?
Yes.
18.
Alright, you managed to find a piece that you can hack off and bite it.
What's it taste like?
Like a rock.
Oh.
It ain't cherry flavored. Dang. Well, while you're eating rocks, she's gonna look to. You said there's 2 tunnels that are different directions.
Same direction. It's more like there's another kind of wall in between them. With like gemstones poking out of them.
Here we go again. Right or left, guys?
Is there anything that would like indicate which way we should go? Is there like a sign that says "Don't enter here" in one of the tunnels or anything like that?
I will have you make. I'll let you choose between an investigation or perception check.
That's a 15.
15?
15. Investigation.
You are glancing around and you see among like piles of rubble and beneath one of the big crystals, there's a smooth round stone.
Oh. Can I pick it up?
Yep, you pick it up, and on it you see an etching of the symbol of Earth.
I'll kind of hold it up. Lorelei, does this mean anything to you? You seemed interested in the last rock that had a drawing on it.
Oh yeah, Lorelei is gonna walk up to that Earth as in, like, just like as in the element, or as in like religion related.
Both.
Both.
Yeah, it's like the symbol for like Earth, but like the most. Here, I can get a sketch of it super quick.
Is the symbol for Georis different? Does Georis have a symbol?
So the symbols are like there are symbols for elements and symbols for the animal deities. All right, that's what the Earth symbol looks like.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Oh, that is fancy.
Yeah. So Lorelei will look at it. She won't take it from me, but she'll look at it. Yeah, this is the symbol for Earth, and she's gonna pull out the other small smooth rock she got, the saber-toothed tiger, and this is it for, I suppose, the ether technically.
Here, go ahead and take it.
Great, we're collecting elements. She takes the earth one too.
It seems so important to you. Take it.
Does anything happen when they both like come within close proximity of one another?
No, nothing really happens.
Okay.
As you guys exchange this, you suddenly hear the sound of pounding against rocks, and you hear this snarling and this grunting, and you look up, and you see 3 creatures come barreling towards you. And when you get a moment, do roll initiative for me.
That is a beautiful 6.
I got a 12.
Shunk got a 19.
Oh
go.
my gosh.
So, top of the round here is Shunk. So, what's up?
What are the Tuskhounds looking at? Like, are they just looking at us at a group, or are they targeting, like, a specific person?
They're looking at all of you as a group.
Cool. Alright. I will bonus action rage, and then I believe I am within range of the Tuskhound. Yep. The Tuskhound that's closest to Philly. I'm just gonna leg it.
Alright, go ahead and roll the hit.
That is a filthy 20.
Woo! Alright, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That is 7 points of slashing damage.
Very
Wait, hang on.
nice.
9, sorry.
Oh, wow! Very nice.
And what size is the Tuskhound?
I'd say like medium. Like, okay. They're basically like the size of a hyena or a large dog, so that would be medium.
Okay, so then using my Fury of the Small feature, it takes another 2 damage. So that's a total of 11.
All right, very nice. All right. Yeah, you two just see this kind of, well, quote unquote, see this blur run by as Shunk just comes running at this hound with the axe and hits it hard, and it yelps and snarls back at him.
I feel bad!
Don't, they're trying to eat you. Alright, you have movement left if you choose to use it, but it will get attack of opportunity.
No, I'm good. I'll just chill out here and kind of body block for Philly.
Okay. Alright, next, Lorelei, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna save my spells for now. I'm gonna pull out my crossbow that now has a tooth mark in it, and I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the one that's closest to the spikes, so like the top left one.
Yeah, roll the hit, and since you do not have dark vision, I'm gonna give you disadvantage on this.
Oh, you're right. Okay, maybe I should roll dice for this. Dang, okay. Disadvantage. That's fine. I got a natural 20 the second time. It's fine. So dirty 20 to hit.
That was with disadvantage?
Yep, dirty 20 disadvantage, baby.
Alright, alright. Well, okay, that does hit, so go ahead and roll your damage.
That's gonna be 9 points of piercing damage to that guy.
Very nice. Very nice. Let me do some math.
Is that the sound your crossbow makes, or is that like you shoot your crossbow and then you make that noise?
Oh my, you know what? I feel like
both.
As she shoots it, both. Yeah, she's gonna go pew as it shoots out.
Yes.
For the extra dramatic effect, of course.
All right, you've got movement and a bonus action.
Nothing with my bonus action, but I think I'm going to move. I think just one down for now. Just I'm still far away, but a bit closer.
Okie dokie. Alright, it is the hound's turn. So the first one with you, Shunk, is going to take a swipe at you with its big ol' paw. Your armor class was 16, correct?
15. 1-5.
15. Okay. Alright, as it takes a swing at you, it just kind of swings short. You manage to kind of move out of the way so it doesn't quite hit you. Then it starts snapping at you with its jaws, and that one, as it lunges at you, you kind of raise your axe and just kind of butt it away so it doesn't quite grab onto you. And then he's gonna hold there. All right, this one that you just shot is gonna come running over towards you, Lorelei.
Oh my, no.
What was your armor class?
16.
You were the 16. Got it. All right, this one comes running over towards you and tries to snap at you, but just barely misses. And then this one. After that, he rears on his back legs and tries to swipe at you. You just manage to jump right out of the way before he can hit you. And this one is coming, running over at you, Philly. Let's see. What is your armor class again?
13.
That one is going to hit. So this one comes running over to you and bites down on your leg.
Oh, no.
Alright, you take 4 points of damage as its teeth sink into your leg.
Oh my gosh. 4 points, you said?
4, yep.
Jeez. Okay.
Now it's going to try and drag you to the ground. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Alright, that is a 6. This is not Philly's day at all.
Well,
Buddy.
lucky for you, you just managed to stay upright.
Oh my god.
They rolled worse. What is with these rolls today? Alright, you are, it clamps down on your leg, and as it tries to drag you, you start flapping with your wings and manage to prevent it from dragging you all the way down. Alright, I believe that is gonna end all their turns, and you're up, Philly cheesesteak.
I love that. I love that. I'm gonna take my violin bow and I'm gonna kind of like spin it in my hand, almost as if like you would kind of spin like a baton or a staff. And when it like flips around a couple times, it elongates into my quarterstaff. And I'm gonna take it with 2 hands and I'm just gonna like bludgeon. I'm just gonna try and hit the hound.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit, and we'll make this just a regular roll to hit because it's literally on you, even if you can't see.
Yes. Okay, that is a 14 to hit.
That hits, so let's roll your damage.
Oh, that's just a 1.
You bonk this thing on the head, and it kind of flinches, but it keeps gnawing at your leg. You've got bonus action. If you like, you can try and shake it off of you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll make that strength check as well.
14.
You flap your wings harder, and you do manage to shake this thing off of you, so it is no longer grabbing your leg.
Sweet. All right, cool.
All right, so now you do have movement. It will probably get attack of opportunity. Yes.
You know, I think I'll just chill here and just keep hitting it with my stick.
Okay. Back to the top of the round. It's your turn, Shunk.
How is the Tusk Hound looking? That's right in front of me.
Looking really rough.
No, you know what? I am going to bonus action disengage and then move down towards the Tusk Hound that is currently taking a bite out of Philly, to its left. So in between the pit and the Tusk Hound. And then I would like to grapple said Tusk Hound.
Okay.
As I kind of just like grab it by like the nape of its neck, trying to like drag it away from Philly.
Okay.
Call him the grappler.
The grappler. We'll make it athletics.
Athletics. Oh, are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, that's 24.
Oh, no.
All right.
Are you sure?
You manage to grab this thing, and it snarls and is flailing. And you manage to grapple it. And are you just holding it back?
Yeah. So now anyone will get advantage against it.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
It also cannot move.
Lorelei, you're next.
Yeah. Okay. If I were to use a crossbow at this close of range, would I get disadvantage on that?
Yes, but I mean, with the dark vision, you'd get disadvantage anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's like a double disadvantage.
yeah.
But 2 negatives make a positive, doesn't it?
There you
Nope.
go.
Yeah. Oh, dang. Okay. Well, the one that's being grappled right now have we done any damage on that one yet or no?
I hit it for 1 hit point with my stick.
Okay. Great. Wait, if I get advantage, right? Okay, 2 disadvantages, right? But I get advantage. That means I just have 1 disadvantage.
It means it's just a flat roll.
I guess I'm just gonna use my mace instead, so that's close range anyways. And I'm gonna take a swing at the one that I was already getting at. The one that's directly in front of me, like down and to my left.
Okay. I'll go ahead have you do a regular roll for that because that's close range and not like a you need to aim to shoot kind of thing.
Okay, bet. Is a 12 hit?
12 just hits.
Nice.
Yes! Okay. Sick. Alright. Oh yeah, I did just roll a 6 and a d6. Plus 1. That'll be 7 points of some kind of damage.
Wow.
That's bludgeoning damage. Bludgeoning damage to it.
Oh, right. You hold your mace and you take a swing and you hit this thing right square in the head. And you actually hit it hard enough. It goes flying into the spike pit.
Oh my gosh.
It is dead. It is gone. It is done for.
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
Lorelei doesn't know how to feel about that, but she'll a bit proud of herself, but she'll just look down at the mace and just, all right, and just look to the other one.
Do we need to roll an intimidation check to see if the other ones just flee because of Lorelei's powerful aura?
Do you want to?
My intimidated. Yeah, let's do it. Are they scared of me? Yeah.
Go ahead, make an intimidation check for and that'll be your bonus action.
Okay, this is a straight roll of no modifiers.
Oh my gosh.
That's a 10.
They are not intimidated, but they did see it, and if anything, they look angrier.
Oh.
Nice.
Yay.
All right.
You have movement. Since this guy is grappled, he will not be able to get an attack of opportunity on you, so you can move.
I'm gonna protect Philomena as well. I'm gonna move around Philly, and I'm gonna go to the square that's up and to the left of her.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Okay, it's these guys' turn. All right, Shunk, I'm gonna need you to make a strength check to see if this thing will break the grapple or not.
Okie dokie. That is a 17.
So this thing is swiping like crazy, but it doesn't know which target to go for. It sees Lorelei moving, it sees Philly in front of it, it's trying to reach Shunk behind it, but it just can't quite get out of the grapple, so that one is still grappled. This one, on the other hand, is going to race right towards you, Lorelei. You're basically charging at each other here. What is your armor class again?
That would be a 16-1-6.
Okay, math. Oh, yep. Okay, that one does hit. So it's going to come running at you and with its tusk, gonna basically try and jab you with its tusks.
Ouch. Not a good dog.
Yeah, very much not. You just now figured that out? You take 5 points of damage on that.
Okay. I'm great, guys. Ouch.
And once it hits you with its spikes, it is going to, again, try and bite your ankle here.
Get away from my ankles, sir.
Alright, as it, snaps at you, you manage to, kind of use the momentum of the tusks to, lean back, and it just barely misses you.
Whew.
Philly, you're up next.
How is the hound attacking Lorelei look?
Pretty rough. That was the one that Shunk, axed.
Okay. I am going to kind of do a funny. I have Vicious Mockery as a cantrip.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm going to target that one, the one that's attacking Lorelei. So it makes a wisdom saving throw. It takes 1d4 psychic damage, and then it has disadvantage on attacks its next turn, if it fails the check.
So wisdom saving throw, you said?
Yes, DC is 12.
Alright, that is a crit fail, so, 1d4 and then disadvantage?
Disadvantage on attacks its next turn,
right.
if it survives.
Okay.
That is a 4.
Okay. So you, make this very strange, horrifying sound. It basically goes right to this thing, and it, freezes up, it kind of seizes, and then it drops dead.
Oh, no.
Yeah!
Alright, you've got, movement and main action.
I am going to take this opportunity since the other one's grappled, yes?
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna take this opportunity to kind of get away from it a little bit. So I think I'm gonna go, right there, I think. To help with the grapple, I'm gonna throw, a Bardic Inspiration to Shunk.
Alrighty, you got that noted, Shunk?
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, it is your turn.
This fellow that I'm giving a nice little cuddle to, how's he looking?
Extremely angry.
Well, is about to be a little bit more angry. I would like to throw him into the pit.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do a strength check for that one.
Fantastic. That would be a 19.
19.
Oh my
Very
gosh.
Nice. All right,
You are a literal beast.
Yeah, you take this thing,
Ye-
and you know that thing they do where, like, the person, like, bends backwards and, like, slams the thing, like, behind
Yeah.
them?
He just suplexes
Yeah, you pretty
it
much do that.
over his head.
Yep, punt it over his head into the pit. Let me double check my notes here. The pit. Is this the right? Ah! I'm good.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was the sound of it falling into the pit.
You know what? It can be. Yeah, it can be, because with that damage, yeah, this thing's dead. So, yeah, you went and shish kebabbed this other one. And it is done for. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Woo, go team.
Yay!
So, you have wrapped up that whole thing. What you doing?
Philly's gonna kind of look at her lightly chewed upon appendage.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, how is that thing looking? Is it like little teeth marks, or like are we talking shredded?
Yeah, it's not like completely shredded, but it's not a little nibble either. You got crunched.
Shunk, were you hurt at all?
Nope.
Lucky you.
Okay.
As I'm like wincing, kind of like testing my foot on the ground.
Lori's gonna walk up to you and she's gonna look down to your leg, and she's also a bit hurt too. And just out of nowhere, she's gonna look you in the eyes and ask, "Want to hear a story?"
Sure. I like stories.
All right, great. So, once upon a time, there was a god, Joris, and he was walking through the mountains, right? And he stubbed his toe real bad. This is real. And then earthquakes were created. The end.
Wow, that was.
And you gain 3 HP.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god, I was like, as soon as you said, "Can I tell you a story?" You couldn't see me, but I went, yes!
Oh my gosh.
And I also gained 3 HP.
Oh, nice.
And if you had HP to lose Shunk, you'd also gain 3, but you didn't lose any.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Philly's like fully ingrained in the story. She's like, yeah, okay, and that's how earthquakes were created? Wow. And then she looks down, she's like, oh, my leg's better, thanks.
Have you seen that gif of like the cat and the cat's just like, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Shunk right now.
Meanwhile, Philly's like, wow, the power of storytelling is a lot more potent than I thought it was.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at things I picked up in the monastery. If you want to hear more stories, let me know. I got plenty to make up. I mean, remember.
That's really awesome, hanging on to every word. That's so cool, thanks. I look over at Shunk. Shunk, isn't that cool? Look, she fixed my leg.
He just stares blankly.
He's really enamored with the power of the narrative.
These crystals coming out of the wall.
Are you gonna try and eat one? Again?
Can I eat a blue one?
Sure, you grab a small blue one, and you bite it.
What does it taste like?
Tastes like rock.
Again, he's kind of disappointed that it doesn't taste like blue.
Alright, so I'll kind of like peer down into the pit where we have like the two bodies of the little hounds, and then look over at the one that...
Plus the skeleton.
Yeah, and I'll like look over at the one that I kind of just like turned its brain into soup. We should probably get out of here.
Yeah, I agree. I've had my fair share of dogs for the day.
Is there anything in the pit, like with the skeleton and stuff?
Nothing really of value, just bones and the dead tusk hounds.
Ooh, can I, like, while Philly isn't looking at him, can I just, like, snap one of the tusks off?
Sure, we'll make a strength check for that.
Heck yeah. Dirty 20.
All right. Yep, you go over, you, are you going for one of the tusks, like, in the jaw, or the big one on
The big one on the nose.
Yep, you managed to just snap it right off, and you now have, a tusk hound tusk.
That's a little on the nose, don't you think?
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Never speak to me again.
Yeah, I guess we should leave.
We're still up against like the two different paths, right? Or is it just like a little break and then it just like come back together?
It's like the map you saw. It's
Okay,
just a little
cool.
break that comes together.
Okay.
In that case, let's keep going.
Yeah, I can send it again if you should need it.
As we're walking through, can I just start like breaking off little bits of the like colored rocks and just like putting them in my pouch and pockets and whatever?
Sure. You aren't able to get a whole lot because you'd need to like stop and really hack at them. But you do get some smaller bits of it. So we'll go ahead and say you have 3 small gems of each color. So 3 green, 3 blue.
Hell
Is
yeah.
there anything,
Red.
did we do any checks to see if there's anything significant about these, or what did we determine about these?
They don't taste like nothing.
They're just, yeah. They're just regular crystals. So yeah, there's nothing else really to
All
see
right.
in here.
I guess we'll keep walking then.
All right, as you continue going, the way forward is pretty open, so you guys can walk side by side at this point. You continue forward for a while until it splits into 3 pathways.
Oh boy.
So there's one on the left, a middle, and the right.
We each take a pathway. Split the party, guys. Split the party.
Split the party! I mean, the middle hasn't done us wrong yet.
True.
Technically.
True. Can I do like a quick check to see like if I see or hear anything down any of the tunnels that kind of give us an indication of which way we should go?
Make a perception check.
Okay. What is with the 6s? What is with rolling 6s?
Are you rolling a d6?
Oh goodness.
No, I'm not No, Nelly, I'm not rolling a d6.
The pause as you realize. So is that a 6 total?
Yes.
You don't see anything. You don't see just 3 pathways.
Sweet.
With
Thanks.
Shunk's dark vision, is he able to spot anything?
Nothing in particular. It's you just see it continues going on. Each tunnel goes on like beyond 60 feet. They're gonna go on for a while.
So the middle?
The middle?
Shunk's already like walking towards it.
I guess we're taking the middle.
Alright, the middle it is.
So you guys head down the middle, led by Shunk, and you're walking for a good couple minutes. It's a pretty long tunnel, until finally you stop and you get to a dead-end wall.
We turn around and go back.
Wait, before we turn around. If I put my hand against the wall, is it a false wall?
You put your hand up against the wall, and indeed your hand goes right through it. It is an illusion.
See?
See, the first puzzle took you guys like half the session to do, and this one you just slap it and immediately you're gone.
Philly's like already kind of like turning around and walking away, and then she kind of hears you like, do you say anything when you put your hand through the...
Yeah, I'll put my hand through it, like, instinctively, and I watch as my hand goes through, and I bring it back out, and I put it back through again, I bring it back out. Oh, would you look at that? Hey, y'all, we got a false wall over here.
Oh, cool. Thanks for finding it.
Yeah, a little clever trick people like to do. All right, well, surely there's nothing important behind this wall.
Shunk just hasn't even stopped. He just keeps walking.
Really? Alright, so Shunk just walks right through the wall.
I'm gonna kind of like walk up and like kind of stick my face through, and then like kind of look around, and then kind of just like slowly walk through it, like doing each part of me at a time.
Yeah, and Lori will just walk right through as well. Full confidence in finding the false wall, even though Shunk just walked through, but, you know.
Alright, you step out, and once again, the cavern opens up, but it's much wider, and it's lighter in here. You look up, you can't see the sky, but you can see a few large clusters of crystals that are emitting this light glow, kind of like this natural light. And as you're glancing around, you see there's a lot of rubble, and up ahead is a stone wall. It's moldy and kind of cracked and old, but surprisingly mostly intact. Just this stone wall that is blocking your vision beyond it.
Lorelei, this might just be a theory, but would you happen to know what those the gemstones, the glowing ones, are all about?
God, would I?
I'll say, yeah. They're pretty common on Verona, and pretty much around the world. They're just glowing gemstones. Some people call them glowstones. They act as like just like this natural kind of light. A lot of people in Verona historically have collected them and used them instead of like torches or lanterns to light up their homes and such.
Okay. Well, I will reciprocate that information.
What she said!
What the voice in my head just told me. They're just glowstones, nothing special, just a light source.
All right. I'm gonna look over at Shunk. Don't try and eat them.
I'd like to walk around the wall to see if there's anything behind it.
You start walking alongside it, and you just hit the other end of the cavern wall. It stretches all the way across the cavern.
So it's a wall.
It is a wall. Is the wall all the way up to the ceiling?
No, it's not all the way up to the ceiling, but it is pretty high. It's about, I'd say, about 30, 35 feet up.
May I propose once more throwing my chain up around one of the spikes so we can climb up the wall?
There are so many spikes, you wouldn't be able to, like, scale it or climb it. But if you want to, like, throw the chain over it, so you got 20 feet of chain, right?
20, I have 25.
25, but yeah, that would be, it wouldn't get to the very top of the wall anyway.
Makes no sense. I want to figure out why you gave me this chain. I'm going to figure it out. Not today. I will. Okay.
Philomena's gonna kind of like walk up to the wall and kind of look up at it, like studying it. And then almost like unconsciously, without even thinking about it, her little like wings just kind of start to flap and she starts to kind of like hover towards the top as she's investigating it, like not even realizing what she's doing.
Are you gonna go all the way up over the wall?
I have 30 feet of flying speed, so she's just gonna keep going up until she either tires or notices the top of the wall.
Yeah, I'd say, 30 feet, she can just get to the top of the wall. And I need you to make first, we're gonna go with acrobatics check with disadvantage.
Oh, no. Okay. Gosh. Oh, that first roll is really good, too. A 13.
All right. You all hear this kind of, like, click sound.
Oh, God.
And then the whoosh. And Philly, you just feel something slice through your shoulder.
Oh!
You take 1 point of damage as arrows from either side of the wall just come flying towards you from either side.
Oh gosh. Philly's gonna kind of like cry out, obviously, because she's not expecting an arrow to lodge into her shoulder, and just kind of let herself like drop a little bit to get out of the line.
And as soon as you get down, it takes a moment. The arrows keep firing for a little bit, but then there's a click, and the arrows stop.
Okay, I'm gonna come down, kind of holding my shoulder. So bad news. There's arrows up there.
Oh, great. It's a wall that's not meant to be scaled.
Is there anything on that wall? Like you said, it was all moldy and stuff.
Other than the spikes, nothing in particular.
Well, we can't see from down here, but did the arrows fire from somewhere specific? Like, did they fire from the wall that's not parallel, perpendicular to it? Like, is there like a hole in the wall or something?
God, did I see anything?
Yeah, you didn't see it, but from what you could feel, it felt like they were shooting at you from either side of you.
Okay, like, so coming across. It came from both sides, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't see where they were coming from. I felt one, I heard two. So they must be, and it came across, like, in front of me, not at me.
I just got a stupid idea. I'm not expecting you to do this, I'm just thinking out loud. I wonder if it's like the closer to the wall you get is when they fire at you, because if you were to like fly from very far back and then fly up, you know, would they still get you?
I mean, it's worth a shot, I guess.
I don't want you to hurt yourself, I'm just saying. Maybe it's the closer to the wall you get is where the traps are.
Shunk, can I see one of those crystals you've collected?
He quickly just like does a golem and kind of just like, no, they're mine.
Shunk, we need to get out of here. Please. I do my patented please face.
He grumbles again as he like kind of like sorts through all the gems he's got and gives her a red one.
Thank you. I'll give him like a little pat on the head.
He snaps at her again.
Oh, Shunk, okay. I'm gonna back up as far as I can, like away from the wall. I'm going to, I don't know if this is gonna work. I'm gonna fly up again, like away from the wall, and I want to throw it like towards the wall to see when the arrows start firing.
It's pretty small, so as you throw it, it soars over the wall, and there doesn't seem to be any reaction to it.
I'll do my little golden retriever head tilt confused again and fly back down. The gemstone didn't trigger anything.
Maybe it's a size thing?
Can Shunk throw one of the gems, like, at the wall? Like, from where he is on the ground?
Alright, you chuck one of them at the wall, and it just hits one of the spikes and clatters to the ground. I'll say, none of you have really looked around the room that much.
Oh, alright.
Let's look around the room, guys.
If you're all gonna look around, I'll have you all use, let's go perception.
Okay.
You hate me, don't you?
Oh, never mind. I rolled a 2 plus a 3 as a 5.
That is a 10.
13 for Shunk.
Shunk coming in clutch every time.
Really? Truly.
Well, technically I should have given you two disadvantage because no dark vision, but I don't think I need to.
You don't ever have to give
we
me
don't add
disadvantage.
insult to injury. Yeah, Shunk. So, you start looking around the room a little more, and you see an area where the piles of rubble are kind of like, there's an area where there's a lot less rubble, like almost like they're kind of cleared to the side. So you go over there and you look and you see several little holes in the ground that you can determine is a spike trap.
Are there any more of these around the room?
This is the only one.
I'd like to kick one of the, like, pieces of rubble onto the spike trap, see if anything happens.
You kick a little bit. It's really mostly just like dust and pebbles. So it doesn't do much, but you figure if it was going to activate, it would need a little more weight.
Hey, Philly.
Wow.
What?
Yes, Shunk?
He, like, moves in really close to her and just, like, kind of holds her, like, face in his hands. Don't step here. As he, like, drags her face and makes her look at the trap.
Everyone thought he was gonna sacrifice her.
I really did.
No, I thought so too. As you're holding my face and I'm just staring at the hole, I just kind of like look my eyes back at you. Okay. No stepping there. Got it. Can you let go of my face now?
Am I able to, like, wedge my hand axe in anything?
Are you trying to like wedge it in one of the holes, or are you just laying it there, or?
I'm trying to get underneath it.
Yeah, you won't really be able to get underneath it.
Well, I'm out of ideas. Anybody else?
Good job, Shunk. Do we try just, like, I'm thinking, is it like you have to step on it to set it off, or is it more like a motion sensor kind of thing?
Do we want to set it off?
Well, I'm just wondering, like, if setting one trap off, like, makes the other trap inert, and, like, vice versa?
And there's nothing else in this room? Just, like, the wall and the trap?
Well, and rubble, obviously, but...
I dig through the rubble.
You dig through the rubble, you don't really find anything too interesting. A few bigger boulders. You do find some of the rubble, surprisingly, seems to be wood, and, remnants of, seems like, man-made tools.
Are the spikes that are coming out of the main wall in front of us, are they like spikes that look like they like move in and out, or are they like stationary spikes in the wall?
Make an investigation check.
Oh,
Ooh.
man. We're not pushing and, like, twisting these spikes, are we?
Ooh! Oh, it's a negative modifier, that's okay. 14?
I'm gonna type to you real quick.
Ooh.
I figured out something, guys.
You did
y'all, I don't know, stall for the podcast or something.
Alright, let me tell y'all another story about Gioris. Let me tell you another story. This won't benefit any of us, but, once upon a time, Gioris he woke up one day, he was real tired, right? And, he went to go get some breakfast, and he had a friend over, and this friend had a cat. Now, Gioris is actually allergic to cats, but he didn't know that his friend brought the cat over. So, he comes down and sees the cat, achoo, and he sneezes, and, it summoned a blizzard.
Wow. There's so much about the world I didn't know before.
Yeah, the god of the earth, all natural disasters, it's all him.
You seem to know a lot about gods and deities.
Yeah, I actually. Oh, hold on, God speaking to me. Speaking of which,
Oh my gosh!
Ring, it's God.
I'm gonna walk over to the spike. The spike's on the far left of the wall, and just kind of. I'm gonna be careful with it, but just touch the ones that possibly came out of a hole, just to see. I'll keep my distance. I'm just gonna touch it real quick to see if it does anything.
You poke it lightly. It doesn't react.
Lori's gonna say back to the party, the rest of the spikes seem to be stationary, but these ones over here look to be possibly an activated trap or to be activated trap.
So you tried touching it.
I'm too scared to twist it. I don't want to twist it.
I'll twist it.
I'll do it.
Twist it. Bop it.
I volunteered, but Shunk should probably realistically do it because I
was gonna say, because you will die.
It's gonna be really difficult to twist like just one spike without hitting the other spikes.
Can I use like the flat edge of my hand axe to kind of like put it up against the spike and use that to push it in?
Yeah, so you raise it and you push back, but there's a lot of resistance in it, and eventually your axe just leans up against multiple of the spikes, and the more you push, it resists. It seems to sink slightly, like it could be moved, but yeah, you can't manually push it in.
I would like to return to the first pit trap that we found, the one with the skeleton in it, and drag that back into the room with the spike wall.
The
and
skeleton?
Just huck it. Yeah, and just huck the skeleton at the spike wall.
You're not going to be able to reach the skeleton, but there is still the body of the Tuskhound.
Done.
All right, while Shunk is off doing that, I'm actually, Philly and Lorelei, you two are left alone for a minute in here. So if there's anything you guys want to do while Shunk is gone, now is the time if you want to look around or...
I have a theory that so we have spikes that are out that look like they come from holes, and we have spikes that come from holes, another area that look like they're in the ground. I'm wondering if we activate one and those shoot up, the other ones will push back. I'm gonna go over to not the spikes that are on the wall, but the other ones we found. If I just like quickly run my hand over the hole, does it activate it, or does it have to be like pressure?
If you just put your hand, like wave your hand over it, it does not activate.
Okay, gotcha.
So it does seem like it's gonna need some pressure.
Gotcha. I'm going to... Can I take my quarterstaff? So it's like kind of, I can hold one end of it and then push the other end into the hole.
Into one of the holes?
Yeah, like not the ones on the wall, but the other ones.
Sure. So you take your quarterstaff and you start pushing it into this hole, and as you add pressure, there's, I should have done this.
Oh no.
Oof. You suddenly feel this jolt as the spike comes launching out of it, and the wood splinters and it cracks the end of your staff.
That is A-okay, because you know what? I have the mending cantrip, so I am 100% fine with that.
Alright. So go ahead and do your cantrip. And while this happens, Shunk makes it back. You guys turn, and you see Shunk coming over with, like, this huge, Tuskhound body, like, leaning over him.
Oh my goodness, Shunk. I'll reluctantly go and try to help him, like, drag it over.
I just want to launch this thing at the wall.
At the wall or at maybe the ones on the floor? Because we don't know what how they're gonna react to each other.
Yeah, okay. I'll do it at the one on the floor.
Alright, I won't make you make a check for this because it's just the floor. Alright, so you throw this thing onto the floor, and the weight of it hits, and all of the spikes come right up, immediately impaling it. And as it does, the far left side of the wall, the spikes retract.
I knew it!
Bam!
I knew it!
Yes! We're gonna test flying up there again and see if the arrows are
Hey, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Oh god! It's okay, I got you if you get hurt.
Before anybody can protest, I'm gonna throw myself in the grenade, as they say, and launch myself up back towards the, like, top of the wall.
Oh god.
Alright.
She's like, you get shot and you die.
Alright, so, you launch yourself up. Yeah, once again, make an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
All right.
It's okay, I can heal you. Come back down.
Oh,
If you
no.
survive. It's okay. If you go unconscious, I got you too.
I got a nat 1.
No!
Uh-oh.
You jinxed it.
I did.
Okay,
I did.
that's gonna be...
Oh no.
So you guys watch as Philly goes flying up, and then from either direction, the arrows come, and she just crashes back to the ground. Philly, that was 16 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Oh.
There are arrows sticking out of, like, each part of your body. Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine. And immediately Lori's gonna call over to Shunk. Pull the arrows out. I'll heal her. Go.
He scrambles over to her and starts like tearing out the arrows like with his hands and his teeth.
All right. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Philly.
Okay, go ahead and... Yeah. Oh god.
I rolled an 8 on a D8. Okay.
Woo!
Yeah, that's 14 HP back to you.
I can't believe Philly almost died session 1.
I can.
With the damage sustained, with the healing, Philly will be, she will be stabilized, but I will say she is still going to be unconscious for a little bit. So, Shunk and Lorelei, you lay her down and you're just kind of trying to take care of her and clean up, the arrows and the blood and everything. And while you guys are just waiting for her to wake up, that is where we're gonna end our session for today.
Dude.